Alright, here we are with Goal 8, the final goal in the 8 Millennium Development Goals, which is maintaining a global partnership for development. Again, we'll do a background, some challenges and some solutions involved with maintaining global partnerships for development. Ecuador bases global partnerships around governmental, which is a wider, more countrywide collaboration, and local collaborations. Local collaborations have been the most successful in making a change in the lives of Ecuadorians because they're more individual-based rather than country-based. Because the country can have issues with, its income and the like, and that's what the government deals with, but the real problems are the individuals who are having issues on a impoverished level. Therefore, governmental partnerships have been shown to become corrupt and biased to certain classes, helping some and disregarding others because the people who vote in governmental issues are often in rural areas in the cities, and it's a struggle for them to get out the word to have others vote in other smaller cities. Therefore, local partnerships put together by volunteers and members of groups that have a main goal to benefit the lives of those in Ecuador have helped the most because of their genuine desire to change lives for the better. This will probably move us on to some challenges that Ecuadorians have. A lot of Ecuadorians struggle with. It just means to survive. Clean drinking water, sewage. They traditionally don't want to accept health care, and so they need to be educated on how to better take advantage of this health care and accept it. So this leads us to the challenges Ecuadorians have. Continuing with that, they have always had the challenge of a somewhat corrupt government. The current president of Ecuador, Rafael Correa, has been in office since December 4th, 2006. And he's still in office today in 2015. He has been continuously reelected, but he has been reelected through a corrupt election system, causing corruption overall. And this corruption in the election system isn't just through like a purpose. It's not purposefully corrupt, but accidentally corrupt because of local voting. It's locally people vote in the cities, but those who are indigenous, like those who live between the Andes and the Amazon rainforest, don't have the opportunity to vote, and therefore the election process gets skewed because it's not the whole country who's voting, it's just certain cities who are more of the middle class or the upper class that have the opportunity to vote. Yet, despite this corruption, the country has been in a relatively good place. Correa has benefited Ecuador overall, keeping the government small and giving a large majority of the power to the people. So he hasn't tried to control the lives of the local indigenous. He's just kind of let them do what they want to do and tried to globally help the cities in improving their lives. However, we do have the challenges in the local environments because of the lack of attention given by the government in these areas. So that leads us to some solutions to maintain a global partnership. In order to benefit the global partnership in Ecuador, focus needs to be on local small collaborations in order to benefit the community or the country as a whole, or the government needs to be the government needs to be situated in an incorrupt way to educate the people to have an equal voting system. The way that Ecuador is set up, the local partnerships would be accepted in this traditional system, and it would be an easier way to actually make a change in the long run. The global partners Halifax, Canada, and Santa Ana have come together to try to keep government out of the situation, to have local volunteers make a change. Personally, I think that some solutions that could be used in Ecuador is to have governors like we do, like the governor of Idaho or the governor of Utah, the governor of California, that look at specific individual issues that go on to better that section of the country as a whole. Despite the fact that it's the size of Kansas, it is extremely diverse in the way that people live and what they need in specific areas because of how the environment changes dramatically throughout. And if they had local governors that could look at their issues independently and then go to the President Rafael Correa and tell him how the issues are impacting the people there locally at an individual level, the countrywide change would be a lot more significant because the word is getting out, and then change can be made. So within Goal 8, we talked about maintaining a global partnership for development. I gave a little background on Ecuador and how it bases global partnerships around government and local collaborations, and how local collaborations are more beneficial. Gave some challenges that of the corrupt government system, the accidental corrupt government system, where the voting system needs to be more widespread or more available to everyone in the country, or it needs to just have a more local government, which would also give the opportunity to more local individuals to vote. And then we talked about some solutions, and the main aid is the global partners Halifax, Canada, and Santa Ana. This is the conclusion of my Goal 6, 7, and 8 Google tours. I hope you enjoyed it, and look forward to exploring more about Ecuador and more about this website. Thanks.